Hello everybody, my name is Aceface. Today we're going to be discussing a new update that is on the way, a major new expansion called Uprising. And I was actually quite impressed because I've been looking so forward to a new expansion, a new update, because there's always been recently, I would say maybe that the last half a year, even a year perhaps, all the expansions we've had, they've been like really, you could say they've not been too big, and I can understand that they want to focus a lot on polishing the game, bug fixing, that kind of stuff. It's not always going to be perhaps the most biggest content updates. I mean, we've had a lot of polishing over the last year or so. There's been a lot of for example, the small quality of life fixes that have been added, which are nice to have. We've got the new UI, we've got better engine support, this DirectX 12 support that's been added, graphical updates. We've got that clone bay on capital ships, small things here and there. I can't remember everything, but it's not been any major, you could say, content in itself, and that's a bit unfortunate because I've mentioned this before and I'm getting a bit bored right now of the game. There's not a whole lot of new content patches going on, and I really missed the way we had it in the Triglavian invasion. For you guys who weren't playing then in 2018, 19, and even a bit in 2020, I believe, there was a whole chapter or update expansion arc where this Triglavian invasion, where they're first invading, then taking over systems, then sort of concluding this with new systems becoming low sec. It was a very interesting kind of turn of events because there was always something building upon the next expansion. And guess what? That's what's going to be happening now. We've got a new expansion on the way, a big saga actually, and it's focusing a lot on factional warfare. So it's this new update right here. Now this update here is the expansion, the Uprising update, and it's got a lot of new things, including new ships. This is something I was really excited about. In fact, it's the thing I was most excited about because me personally, I'm not a big factional warfare person. I used to play a lot in the beginning when I started playing because it's a good way to earn XP for new players who want to do a bit of dangerous stuff. You can capture these systems and get a bit of loyalty points and turn them in for ISK. It's a good way to earn some quick ISK to start out. But later on, I got a bit bored of it. But they're going to be reworking factional warfare a lot with that new ships and many other interesting features. So it's basically going to be like a narrative arc. That's what they're mentioning right here, and I'm guessing that this is very similar to how we had it in the Triglavian invasion updates we had a long time ago. I'll just show the trailer they've got right here because it's pretty cool. These is like small things we can see here and there I wanted to mention. So you can see that this Edencom ship right here is undocking. There's going to be some new docking animation or undock and docking animations, the way you can actually see them undock or yourself undock like in a more fluid kind of fashion, look more cool. This is what it's going to be looking like, because there was in the EVE Online FanFest previously, they announced development slides of in the works or work in progress ways of new undock animations, and it's not really good in terms of it's new content and that, but I think it looks so cool. It'll make us feel so much more alive, because right now it's just okay, I click undock and I'm out, and then dock and I'm in, but it'll feel so much more alive because look, you see the way we're undocking like this is how it will be. And then speaking of undocking, then when we look at this ship right here, it's actually already got something big. You can see these logos right here. This is also something that's going to be added because we're going to be getting new logos for corporation and alliances, as far as I understand. And it'll be really cool to see these custom logos on your ships, and I think that's something that I've been looking forward to a lot, just having some kind of uniformity on your ship. Unfortunately, it's not in the form of skins, because I would like to have uniform skins, like maybe skins for alliances or something like that, but these logos at least is a good way, it's like a step in the right direction. I think it looks really cool because this is like a hologram. You see how it looks like a hologram? It's not like just straight on the ship like a paint. It looks very cool in that regard, or at least in my opinion. I think it fits very well with the theme of EVE. So this is how it'll be. You'll see undocking similar to this. This is how it'll look like. And then you can see this is a bit of factional warfare stuff that's going on right here. The map right here, there's going to be a new map, which I'll get to later, which will be how factional warfare sort of divided up into. I don't think it'll look like this when you're playing. Some wizard right here, looks like Gandalf. Okay. Then I don't know if we can see any of the new ships here. I didn't notice any last time I saw this, but Uprising, that's the new update we're going to get right here. So it's actually already begun. They mentioned here it's already begun. There's an abandoned Edencom structure that's decloaked in the system of Athunan. I wanted to go there, but it's unfortunately really far away in low sec, but you can find something here, an Edencom structure here in the system of Athunan. Okay, and then there's also new ships that are going to be added, and I'm not sure if this is one of the new ships, but they mentioned this when they're mentioning the new ships right here. Fresh new features help in future, including brand new in-game ships, which will be unveiled much sooner than others. So I think that's pretty cool. I'm thinking that it could be that these new ships have something to do with exploration ships, because they're like talking about new ships right here. Because I read this whole article, they don't have any direct like picture of new ships, but every time they mention new ships, they seem to show some kind of hologram of an exploration ship. So I'm guessing we're going to get new exploration ships, because this is the Minmatar exploration ship. I forgot what it's called, but the Minmatar exploration ship, I think the Tech 2 variant, and we will see later Magnate variant as well. So I'm guessing we will get new exploration ships. I could be completely wrong, but I think it's just so cool, because I really love that when we get new ships added to EVE Online, it adds so many possibilities when you get a new ship to do a new function in a new way that you've not done before. Only downside is maybe we'll get new skills to train, and that'll take a bit of time, unfortunately. And I mentioned also there's going to be a lot of balance changes as well, so that'll be interesting to see. One thing that I also think is pretty cool with these new ships is that they mentioned that it's going to be the introduction of new ships will increase the diversity of tools available to a wide array of capsuleers, from those just starting to more established veterans. This means that there's probably going to be different types of ships added. Some that are like for like more new players, but then also some that are more for advanced players. So that's pretty cool. So maybe these kind of exploration ships are going to be what the new players maybe get, or like the new ships made for new players, and then we'll get maybe some more advanced ships. Maybe what if we get like some special kind of battle cruiser or battleship? That'll be really cool. They did mention in a fan fest a long time ago that they were thinking of adding like a heavy bomber, a type of battle cruiser that's able to launch bombs. I think that'll be pretty cool. We'll see. That might be the one that is made for more established veterans. And then they say here, while bringing some serious visual intimidation to the battlefield. Okay. So here's what the map will look like right here. We'll have a map we can see here. Conflict hotspots where Empire history will be written. And then they're talking about this heraldry, this like new logos we'll have that we're able to be putting on our ships. I hope we'll get some way to have custom skins, but I don't know if that's the case. But it's just cool here. This skin looks a bit different than the classical Caldari skin on this eagle right here. So maybe it could be that they've got a special skin for this eagle right here. And then something special that'll be also added is that when it comes to upwell structures, we'll also be getting some new skins as well. And this is something that has been asked for a really long time. We'll get new skins for citadels. So with many more customization options on the horizon following this initial launch, such as citadel skins and holograms on ships. And then here they're talking about like the new undock thing, which I was mentioning before. This is what it will look like when you got your ships docked up. I think it looks really great. That I'm really looking forward to as well, that they're mentioning from now until the release of Uprising in November. So November, keep in mind, November is the hot release of this update. There'll be a steady stream of updates and content as shown as this roadmap down below, and I love that. Okay, we're going to get some steady stream of updates. I love that we can have something small to look forward to here and there, along with ARC events that we're going to get right here, which will be probably updates to this story like we had with the Triglavian invasion. And something that I wanted to touch upon here was this also a continuation of what I mentioned before with new ships. You see here when they mention new ships uncovered through ARC events to give you edge on the battlefield. So you see here, new ships, and then they got a picture of a Magnate variant or Anathema. So I think definitely there are at least new types of exploration ships, or at least ships based on the exploration ship hulls. That's what I think that is. And then we'll see here significant enhancements to audio, visual UI, and more visceral and immersive experience. That's something I look forward to. I know EVE Evolved. Not sure. Isn't that something to do with the browser-based variant of EVE Online? And then we get the whole content here with the choose your fight and fly your colors in a new narrative-driven expansion. You can see here we get these small events as well. We see these horrors. I'm guessing this is the October event, the Halloween event with the Blood Raiders, but it seems like it's not Blood Raiders actually. It seems like it's Angel. Well, zooming out right here, Angel and what's called now the Guristas, because I can see that they are Guristas ships, but it could be just these are skins we get for these ships. And then we get some Alliance tournament things here, I think, as well. So there are new interesting times ahead of us, especially when it comes to the appearance of things, but also with the factional warfare update in itself. This whole area of space will be improved upon. They've not at all really mentioned much exactly how it will change. That's a bit unfortunate. I would have liked to know that. I'm guessing they're saving that for later, but we can at least expect something big to happen in this field of gameplay. We can also look forward to see some new ships, and especially from new bros to veterans. So that's something I really look forward to, especially the veteran type of ships. That is something I would look forward to. I really hope we will get more ships based on, like, for example, the Rattlesnake hull, or some just cool looking hull. I think we hope we get some cool ships for PvE, and also ships that look good as well. And it'll be interesting to see if we get some new exploration ships. My guess is we will, because we see this like exploration ship here, then we also see this Magnate variant over here. So I'm very certain about that. And it'll be also this how it's going to look like in the hangar. That's something I really look forward to. It feels also a lot more like realistic, where you see how you can see ships side by side to each other, and it'll be so great. So that's it. Uprising update on the way. It's going to be a big expansion for factional warfare. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to that. I might even start doing factional warfare if it becomes really fun and profitable. We'll see. We'll see how it'll be. I'm just so glad that we're going to get a new narrative-driven arc, because I so much missed the Triglavian invasion storyline we had before. It was just so cool. And even though I maybe wasn't so involved in it, I just loved that there was stuff going on in the universe, because right now it feels a bit dry. Not much is going on. And now that stuff is happening, the whole universe feels so much more alive. So I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Uprising update on the way in November. Watch out for November. Let me know what you think about this update or what they've released so far in the description down below. If you've got any opinions of this news post they've made, I'm very curious to hear. If you did enjoy the video, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.